But before getting into who I am and what I do, I have a question that I want to ask you guys. Do you think YouTubers and social media influencers are becoming mainstream right now? Just raise your hands. Okay, that's a lot. Hi guys, I am Radhika Sharma, known as Radhika Nomlers, who is a YouTuber who is so passionate about traveling the world and learning new adventures that she made her passion her career, Nomlers. So I have another question for you guys. Do you know the meaning of Nomlers? Again, raise your hands. Okay. So first I want to give you a little context here. I worked as a business research analyst for 3.5 years. I come from a very middle class conservative family. My life circled around one cubicle, which used to make me very, very anxious. So my life is just office, home, office, home, office, home, and I never explored the world outside before that. In fact, I used to travel from Delhi to Gurgaon for 2 hours, one side, every single day. And in the span of 4 hours, I used to think to myself how I can be better with my blog, how I can edit pictures better, how I can be better in all the alternatives I was trying to find for myself. And in between all of this, nomadic travelers, Nomlers happened, and that is when I started with my blog and promised myself that I will go on at least one trip every single month. That was back in 2015. Fast forward to present, I have traveled solo. My parents think that their house is some kind of a hotel. I have skydived in Italy. I have done my skiing courses. I'm an advanced scuba diver. I have backpacked in various parts of the world. I have hitchhiked in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Talking about Kyrgyzstan, so Kyrgyzstan is very famous for its treks. So if you are going to Kyrgyzstan and you are not trekking, you are not seeing the true essence of Kyrgyzstan. So there was this one such trek, this is called Songkol Trek, where I and one of my friends decided to backpack to trek to this place. And we took our own sleeping bags, our own tents. We researched, we asked a few locals, and they said that you can do this trek on your own without any guide. So we both were like, let's go on this 4 days journey. And usually in Kyrgyzstan, you find these yurts, which are nomadic huts, where locals usually stay. And next to these yurts, tourists usually pitch their tents. But we saw this beautiful valley view where this mesmerizing sunset was happening, and we thought we might be able to catch a better sunrise over here, and we decided to tent at this place. It was 8 at night, and suddenly we started to hear growling noises, and there were animal footsteps, and some dogs were barking at a distance, and something was scratching at our tents. And my friend woke up, she got up and she was like, Radhika, what should we do? And I was like, I absolutely have no idea, because we had no backup whatsoever. We had no light, no fire, and we decided to stay still. And at that moment, we could hear our heartbeats, we could hear our heavy breathing. Somehow I managed to sleep through it. I slept. I don't know what my friend did, but I managed to sleep through it. And in the morning, I woke up, and it was very warm, and opened my tent. It was very sunny, and we were grateful to be alive. So basically, the point of telling you all of this is that most of the successful people you see online with their fancy pictures and videos had absolutely no idea how they are going to do this. They started at the bottom, they kept on learning, kept on grinding, and now they are living their dream life. I come from a commerce background. I wanted to be a charter financial analyst. I had no idea about video editing, about filmmaking, about Lightroom, but right now I have a YouTube subscriber base of 125K and Instagram followership of 150K. So I directed all my energy into making this happen. So I quit my job back in 2018, and I basically had no idea how to go about it. I had an initial base on Instagram and blog, and thought to go full power into this field. And at that time, I used to earn peanuts, and at times I used to earn nothing, but now my income has quadrupled, and I want to tell you guys that this field is very rewarding. Of course, it's very, very difficult to figure out, but it's also extremely rewarding. So I want to tell you guys that whenever a brand comes in, it does not mean that I pick any brand. I have said no to so many brands, and there are two instances that I would like to share with you guys in my industry, which is the hospitality industry. So one is an instance from Manali, where they were promoting this idea of work from mountains, and I shifted to this cottage during lockdown, and I created videos on these topics, and right now they have so much work because of those videos. I am not able to get that original room where I was staying, and they have hired managers because the work is spilling. And another instance is from Kashmir, where I created videos on Kashmir with a Kashmiri friend of mine, and he's a snowboarder, and right now everyone knows who that guy is in Kashmir whenever they visit. And he's getting 3 calls every single day because of that particular video. So I don't look at my social media platform as some sort of business platform, but it is a means that has added so much value in people's life. It has generated employment, it has generated income in people's life. And that is how every budding influencer should look at their profile as, that how you can create value, how you can create positive impact in people's life. And then it won't appear to be mainstream channel for you guys anymore. It won't appear pointless to you guys anymore. You get so much recognition because of the work you put in. You get monetary compensation from the brands because of the hard work you put in. And most of all is the love you get from the people who follow you, because they don't follow you just for your pretty pictures, but they follow you because they seek inspiration, they want knowledge, or they want to do this full time as well and have no idea how to go about it. So when I started my YouTube channel, I had absolutely zero idea how to do this. I was creating videos on anything and everything, and there was no theme, there was no topic, and I did not like creating, people did not like consuming, and I wanted to give up YouTube so many times, and basically it was like a toxic relationship with YouTube. But there was this one trip which I took in 2019, which was a surfing trip in Mangalore. And in that program, you can volunteer in that particular place and learn surfing for free. It was like an exchange program. And I really wanted to tell people that in India, this is possible, that you can learn surfing in exchange of volunteering over there. And I love talking about it. I love telling people about it. And that is when my YouTube started growing, because I filled in a gap, which was the how. No one was answering the how question, and that was the biggest social media gap at that time. How to travel solo, how to travel in a budget, how to learn skiing, how to learn surfing. So once I started creating video, the YouTube picked up, and that is true for so many YouTuber friends of mine which are in this travel space. Some are creating travel vlogs, daily travel vlogs. Some are creating cinematic travel films. Some are doing mixing lifestyle with travel. Some are giving information. So whenever you find your niche, it is very essential to try to find your own style as well. It's like, do not be just a sheep, do not blindly follow, but create your own style. As an ending note, I would like to say that initially, you are going to be bad, all of us were. We did not know editing. Even if you do not know editing and you have a basic idea how to go about it, just make that first video, just start, find your niche, find your style, and just keep going. Thank you so much.